Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everything is going well for you today. I hope you're staying safe and being happy in these troubled times we live in. Today, guys, I wanted to talk about how you should be recording your process. I don't care if you're a visual artist, a writer, engineer, I think you should be finding ways to record your process. And I'm going to give you 3 good reasons why. And for fun, we can go through some of my own personal work and my process that I filmed, and I can tell you how it's helped. Anyways, let's get to it. So, point number 1 I want to make is it's really good to record your process for you to review your workflow. And for hobbyist artists, this might not sound super relevant because why do I care about my workflow? I do art as a hobby. I just want to practice a bunch of different things. And I swear this advice is still relevant to you because even when you're not thinking about it, you still have a workflow when you are doing your hobbyist art on your own. And it can really help you understand where your style comes from. So we all love talking about our style, but our style is like a product of the work we put into the image. And when you're studying your workflow, you can look back and be like, hey, I really like these things about my style, and I feel like I get opportunities to make that stuff pop when I work a certain way, or when I make sure to do certain things in certain order. For me specifically, I love portraits and I love dramatic lighting, and I usually try to look for images to help me evoke, or I draw images from imagination with a lot of contrast that I can use to give the figure a very striking sort of. It's like you're supposed to be looking at this thing because it's lit so majestically, and what I realized is I wasn't thinking about my shadow and light shapes when I was mostly just working in pencil. This time lapse is going on for so long, and that's because I spend an awful amount of time in just the sketch phase that I probably really didn't need to do. I was being very meticulous with how I was sketching, and of course this file is corrupted. Awesome, I love that for me, and we just can't see a good portion of it. Awesome. But anyway, I'm going to spend a lot of time doing a lot of carving on the face now to try to get these shapes working in a way that I like. That I feel like if I just started with value straight on, just start building in those color shapes and shapes of values, that would have expedited this process a lot. And that's what I do now, where I don't spend as much time in the sketch phase if I know I'm trying to do a painting. If it's for animation, or I just want to do a cel shaded style for the moment, that's a different issue. But this is how I prefer to work now. I'm still very proud of this painting, but I am positive this thing took me an obscene amount of time. Time I probably wouldn't spend if I try to recreate this image right now. The second thing I want to talk about is to help you notice behavior patterns and tendencies, bad habits you have. For that, I'm going to put up a really interesting time lapse here. I just saw it now and I was dying laughing. I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna play a game. Okay, so I'm just sketching. I'm just sketching is the thing, and this is going to get to the heart of, I think, my flaws. Is I sometimes plan on an image and I start it, and then I get bored with it, and then I say, hey, I should do my due diligence and check and try some other ideas, but then I don't end up using any or doing anything meaningful. I just faff around and just draw a bunch of nonsense. I'm not even studying, and this is for play. on some level, it's just really a problem when you look back and realize that all your drawing the past month has just been shit like this. And then, I'm like, oh yeah, duh, of course I'm not getting better at insert like fundamental. I'm trying to like improve. It's because I'm not really practicing it. And I'll sometimes just make myself feel good by thinking I practiced drawing this week. But looking at this, I'm like, okay, I didn't really practice drawing. I drew, which is fine. Hey, it's fine. We're doing this for fun. But also, if you're a nerd like me, you'd like to know and you want stats. So, put it out there. Moving on. Third and final thing, and final reason you should be looking at your process videos. Fellas, it's just fun. Like, I'm recording this video specifically because it's so fun to just look at my shit. And it's like I'm going down memory lane and I'm like, yo, this is me from 3 years ago, man, and like I'm looking at some of these and I'm thinking, I made this. It's fun. It's like super fun. And like it's super like gratifying to indulge a little in just getting a peek into like what your head was like at certain times. And that's the feeling I get when I watch a lot of these videos, where all of the time lapses where I'm just sketching or maybe just doing studies and I just notice what I choose to draw in between each study, and it's also just really fucking good to shit on past you. I love shitting on past me. Like, I look at a drawing like past me, I'm like, dude, you fucking suck. Okay, it didn't suck, but I'm better now. I am better. Oh, I just get so happy. Yeah, those are all my thoughts. I just wanted to come up here and like talk some shit for a couple minutes, and then I'll just like cobble together like something that like resembles a freaking video. If I feel like it, I will do a redraw of one of the time lapses I've put in this video at different points, and it's going to be fun. If you would like more info on that and like maybe like a full recording of my drawing, check me out on Patreon at Eloise Engineer. We love funds to continue art, and I like getting paid. Bye.